David Davis and the Warrior River Boys. Woo!
I'll be riding that midnight train when it's leaving and I'm going away to stay. Always wanted to know where the judge is gonna go and go today.
Oh, she said she'd be true till the fighting was through. Said she'd wait for me till the end. But she's proven untrue and her sweet love is through. So catching the train again.
I'll be riding that midnight train when it's leaving and I'm going away to stay. Always wanted to know where the judge is gonna go and go today.
Train pulling out in the rain, seen it leave with the stars up above. Like a hound on the trail that carries the mail, it'll take me away from this love.
I'll be riding that midnight train when it's leaving and going away to stay. Always wanted to know where the judge is gonna go and go today. I'll be riding that midnight train when it's leaving and going away to stay. Always wanted to know where the judge is gonna go where it goes today. Go to Southern Gray and eat. Thank you, folks. Thank you. And a great big howdy do. We appreciate the good introduction. How about Greg Cahill and Special C? Wasn't that great? Yeah. One of the finest right there. A great group. Hope you'll enjoy our portion as we go along, friends, half as much as we'll enjoy playing and singing for you. And if you hear something you like, well, you know what to do to keep the show going along nice and nice and smooth. And I guarantee you, everybody will play just a little bit harder for you. Right now, the fella back on the bass fiddle, we'll play you a song that off of one of her records from a few years ago, one entitled A Coat of Southern Gray. I hope you'll enjoy it. That's Marty Hayes right here. 1, 2, 3.
Hot and summer day, when a lad in his coat of southern gray,
he kissed his Rosanna and rode to Atlanta
to fight in this war,
this awful civil war. Rosanna was always on his mind, and off he would journey back in time.
He wrote in his letter that things would be better, but nothing is for sure
in this awful civil war. I'll be coming home someday when the sounds of battle fade away. Yes, I'll be coming back to stay, said this lad in a coat of southern gray. The skies now crimson red, and both the blue and gray lie dead. And while the land is burning, he dreams of returning,
and he hears the cannons roll
in this awful civil war. 'Tis now he knows the time is here, and he longs to hold Rosanna near.
lies on the ground and dying. Oh, what a cruel war, this awful civil war. He won't be going home someday, back to the hills so far away. He'll rest beneath this Georgia clay, this light in a coat of southern gray.
Thank you, friends. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. That's Marty Hayes and one entitled A Coat of Southern Gray, one of her own songs. I hope you enjoyed it. Way back in late 1938, early 1939, Bill Monroe was moseying down around Atlanta, Georgia, looking for musicians, and he wanted to start a band he was going to call the Bluegrass Boys. Well, my dad's older brother, his name was Cleo Davis, and he answered an ad in the Atlanta Journal for hillbilly singers and guitar pickers, and it happened to be Bill Monroe, and he happened to be a 19-year-old fella that knew enough of those old songs that Bill Monroe would take him under his wing, and he became the first bluegrass boy. This particular song is a song that they sung way back then. It's probably 100 years old then. Marty Hayes and myself will do it for you. Bill Monroe always introduced it as an old Southern number. We'll do the same this evening. Jeremy, if you would, one entitled In the Pines.
The longest train I ever saw went down the Georgia line. The engine passed at 6 o'clock, and the cab came by at 9. In the pines, where the sun never shines, and you shiver when you go away. It's a long steel rail and a short cross tie. I'm on my way back home. In the pines, where the sun never shines, and you shiver when you go away. Little girl, what have I done that makes you treat me so? You've caused me to wait, you've caused me to mourn, you've caused me to leave my home. In the pines, where the sun never shines, and you shiver when you go away.
thank you, friends, thanks. It is an evergreen, and I hope you enjoyed it, one entitled In the Pines. Okay, we'll do a feature song right now. Just about everything we'll do for you here this evening we have on one recording or another. We have a lot of our wares out here, along with Special C and all the other groups, and we'd certainly invite you over to the record tables during the evening before it's over with, and we'd certainly like to meet every one of you before you leave the building. Here's an old Hank Snow song we hope some of you might remember, one entitled The Gold Rush Is Over.
Oh, the gold rush is over, so honey, bye-bye. Stake out your claim now on some other guy.
I'd wind you and dine you till my money is gone, but the gold rush is over and the bum rush is on. Now when I had the money, honey, things were just fine.
You spent my money like I was a mine.
And now you mistreat me cause my money is gone. So gold egg and mommy, you just start moving on. You shoveled up the street car when the painter was big.
Now all you shovel out is just a dirty dig.
So start walking, honey, cause you're wasting your time. This old gravy train is at the end of the line. You've been out prospecting all around on the side,
But this old mule has had its last ride.
so start walking, woman, cause your grub stake is gone. The gold rush is over and the bum rush is on. Well, thank you, friends. Thanks. One entitled The Gold Rush Is Over. It's off of one of our Rounder records from, a number of years ago. Let me get you acquainted with this pretty lady here on the little fiddle. Her and this handsome man over here, their husband and wife, and two of the finest musicians you'll see anywhere in the US of A. But let's talk about her just a little bit. When it comes to good old breakdown, traditional fiddling, she is on a super short list. We want you to make her feel awful welcome here tonight. She's originally from the state of Illinois. She's from where Marty is, in the land of Lincoln, the state of Illinois. Her and Jeremy make their home in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Here she is, that's Corina Stevens and Robert Montgomery, a little 5-string and a fiddle, one time, right here. Got no dancers in the house, do we? It's a good one. You missed it if they are. Stevens, take it back, Arena. Ah, Robert Montgomery, right there he is. Good curtsy there. Whipperweal and Hayes. Whipperweal and Hayes. Thank you, friends. Thanks. I want to do one of our own.
I figured I ought to acknowledge that since half of that was for me, David.
Yeah.
Hated to be rude.
She's got a prettier curtsy than you do, though, but you're working on it.
Amongst other things.
Yeah, well now, if you was wearing a skirt, it might have looked just as good.
I think you're introducing another song, David. Let's go right ahead.
All right. One of our own songs to boot, friends. We recorded it a few years ago, and it done very well as far as national radio airplay. Got up into the top 10 of songs. Hope some of you might remember it. If you do, if you hadn't ever heard it, well, it's going to sound just exactly like the record. And if you have, it's going to be pretty doggone close. I hope you'll enjoy it, friends. One entitled The Lonesome Cry of the Whippoorwill. You better hurry up. You fixing to work here, man. What, was that chicken just a little bit dry here tonight?
Yes.
Was it?
I just didn't know that was water, sorry.
That's all right.
I don't have that.
He's making excuses, friends. We ain't gonna let him have no excuses tonight. I think it's dark enough in the evening that this song is gonna be awfully appropriate. And Marty does a beautiful job singing it. It's been in country music a lot of times, covered by a lot of country artists, bluegrass artists, but I'll tell you, I think Marty Hayes sings it about as pretty as anybody you'll hear. Hey, let me tell you about him. Now, he's about a 23-year member of our group. He hails from the state of Illinois also, he and Karina both. Marty's from Salem, Illinois. That's the hometown of William Jennings Bryan, you know that. The GI Bill of Rights, Days of Our Lives, and Miracle Whip. Salem's biggest claim to fame, friends, is this youngster's talent. He'll sing his way right into your heart or somewhere there in the vicinity. I want you to give him a good hand if you would. Here he is, your friend and mine, Marty Hayes. Give him a good hand one time. Here he is. Okay, Jeremy.
I was driving down a lonely road on a dark and stormy night, when a little girl by the roadside showed up in my headlights. I stopped and she got in the back, and in a shaky tone she said, "My name is Mary, please won't you take me home?" Oh, well, she must have been so frightened, all alone there in the night. There was something strange about her. Her face was deathly white. She sat so pale and quiet in my backseat all alone. I never will forget that night that I took Mary home. I pulled into the driveway where she told me to go. I got out to help her from my car, and I opened up the door. But I could not believe my eyes, for the back seat was bare. I looked all around the car, but Mary wasn't there. A light shone from the porch. Someone opened up the door. And then I asked about a little girl that I was looking for. The lady gently smiled as she brushed a tear away. She said, "It sure was nice of you to go out of your way." 13 years ago tonight, in a wreck just down the road, our darling Mary lost her life, and oh, we miss her so. And now thank you for your trouble and the kindness you have shown. You're the 13th one that's been here, bringing Mary home.
Take a bow, Marty Hayes. Right there he is. Yeah. Not too much now. Not too much. He's hard to feed, friends.
I heard how you introduced him. You said he'd sing you way into your heart or somewhere in that vicinity. I caught that. I know where it was, too. Gallbladder is where it got me. I don't know about that.
Got me in the back here. Hey, let me get you acquainted with the folks here, Robert.
I'd love that. It's my first time here in the beautiful state of Wyoming.
We've been around and about. I can't recall in my time being here. I know we have, but it's been a long time. But
Ain't it pretty?
It is pretty, and the folks are making us feel at home, wouldn't you think?
I feel right at home. I'd stay out here if it wasn't so far from the house.
I know it. I know. Friends, this fella right here, now Marty's been a part of our show, as I told you, about 23 years. Robert is long about 13 or 14 years. He's from down in my neck of the woods in northern Alabama. He's in past national banjo champion. You see him not only as a part of our show, but as a regular on the RFD television show, The Bluegrass Trail. One of the finest all-around entertainers, and I believe he'll prove it to you before the night's over with. Great hand, if you would, for my friend and yours. That's Robert Montgomery right there.
Oh, thank you, David. Thank you, folks. Now, I'm supposed to do a little singing here. Now, I was just kidding, Marty. That was beautiful singing. You always do a good job singing. Now, I can't sing as good as Marty can, so I'm going to let the guitar do a little bit of my singing to go with it here. And we'll, I tell you, we had another one in mind to do, but I got to thinking about all of this wonderful train things. It's great that y'all have put all these buildings to use. We went down there and looked at the roundhouse a while ago and all of that, and that's wonderful, you know, that all of this is still here. We don't have a lot of that kind of things down home around close to me.
I didn't go down there, Robert, to the roundhouse with y'all because I know what you'd do. You'd tell me to get in the corner.
Yeah, that's what
you'd leave me in there.
That's right. You'd still be hunting one if we'd have done that. But we're going to do a little railroad song here, and we might try to imitate the way the old train whistle sounded as somewhere along in here. Marty, you think we can do it? This is one that Sam and Kirk McGee used to sing on the Grand Ole Opry many, many years ago, called the Railroad Blues. You ready, Marty? I went to the depot and I looked up on the board. I went to the depot and I looked up on the board. It read good times here, but better down the road, way down the road. Thank you very much. Where was your mama when the train left the shed? Where was your mama when the train left the shed? Standing in my back door, wishing I was dead. Lord, Lord. Here's your favorite verse, Marty. I met a little gypsy in a fortune-telling place. I met a little gypsy in a fortune-telling place. She read my mind and then she slapped my face. Lord, yeah, I'd like to kill me too. Here's that railroad whistle one more time, Marty. Please don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. No, I'm just. I really do. I love that kind of applause like that. If you'll come with me after we get done off the program, I'll buy all of you a Coke after over here. I don't know if it'll go around or not, but I'll buy you one. All right. Now, yes, it's you, Marty. We're going to bring Marty back up to the microphone now, and we're going to do something just a little different than what we've been doing. We've been hearing him sing some good bluegrass music. I know you enjoy that because you've showed us that you have. Marty is as fine a country singer as you've ever heard in your life. I guarantee you he is. And how many country music fans do we have here with us? That's a good response. Yes. Now, for there's a few of you didn't clap, you probably didn't know what I was talking about. Now, I'm not talking about this stuff that's on the radio nowadays. I'm talking about good old-time, honest-to-goodness country music now. How many country music fans do we have now that you know what I mean?
So
a few more, yeah.
So you're not talking, you're not talking about big and rich, because I'm big and...
Well, I didn't care, I didn't fill up my part of that.
Oh,
deal.
you're not rich.
No.
And his name's Montgomery, but mine ain't Gentry. Jeremy won't let us bust his guitar like Garth Brooks.
I've spent all my money lately on gas. Gas prices is so bad, that's why I've lost all my money.
It's terrible.
I can't afford to pay the prices on it.
I got gas on the way to meet y'all for $1.38.
$1.38? Well, I wished I'd have got it there. Then.
I didn't get very much, but I got $1.38. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Oh,
telling how great I was.
Oh, how great you were. Well, that was all I was going to say about that. Put your hands together for country singing Marty Hayes right here.
Appreciate that. I tell you, this is confession. It's like church, and this is. I love the weather out here, back east and back to Midwest, where we're all from. It's so wet right now. I think it's wet where you guys are from. It's terrible. And I love the less in humidity. Now my bass and our guitars and my throat are not liking it, but they'd get used to it if you let me stay long enough. Yeah. But my mother liked both kinds of music, country and western. You know what I was gonna say. And she named me Marty after her favorite country and western singer, Marty Robbins. I'll try to do one of the songs he wrote way back when he was younger than we are. Tomorrow You'll Be Gone. What can I do when they ask me about you? When they ask me if our love has died away? I wish that I could tell them you'll be gone a little while, and not that you have gone away to stay. I wish that I could tell them that I never cared for you, and that love was never meant for such as I. But in the morning you'll be gone, and I'll be left alone with the memories of a love that passed me by. If you're ever feeling blue and you want me back again, well, I'll be waiting here in hope my waiting's not in vain. How I wish that you were mine to treasure from now on. Oh, but it's too late. Tomorrow you'll be gone. Turn it around, Brady. In the morning you will leave, and I'll stand and watch you go. In life and love you'll make another start. A million tears may flood my soul, but not one will you see, 'cause the tears that fall will be within my heart. If the castles that you build should ever lean and fall, well, I'll be waiting here for you to answer when you call. How I wish that you were mine to treasure from now on. Oh, but it's too late. Tomorrow you'll be gone. Oh, it's too late. Tomorrow you'll be gone. All right.
Marty Hayes, right there he is. Robert Montgomery. Thank you, friends, thanks. I want to do you an instrumental on the mandolin right now. One of Bill Monroe's very, very good friends was Doc Watson. Here's a song that he named an instrumental that he and Doc first recorded together, and he called it Watson's Blues. Isn't that right, Jeremy? can't do no wrong. Thank you, friends. One entitled Watson's Blues, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now, all those funky runs you've been hearing on the guitar all evening, this guy right here, one of the finest, Jeremy Stevens. Take a bow, Jeremy. Ah, Lord, Lord. What a man. You ought to hear him. He can play any instrument up here on this stage. More than a mortal ought to be able to. Friends, we have a brand new album with us tonight. It's pretty new. It's on Rounder Records. It's called Didn't He Ramble, the songs of Charlie Poole. And if you're not familiar with that artist, Charlie Poole recorded music from, he's an old-time artist from 1925 to 1930. He's a very beloved figure in not only folk music, rock music, as far as that goes. John Mellencamp, John Cougar. If you're my age, you remember him by John Cougar Mellencamp. Recorded some of Charlie Poole's material, but we have a brand new album with it. We want to feature some music off of it right now, if you'll allow. Here's the title song. I hope you'll enjoy it. Brings in Marty and Robert and myself, all the people. One entitled Didn't He Ramble? My mother raised 3 grown sons, Buster, Bell, and I. Buster was the black sheep of our little family. Mother tried to break him of his rough and rowdy ways. Finally had to get the judge to give him 90 days. He rambled all around, in and out of town, and didn't he ramble? He rambled till the butchers cut him down. A gambling game, he gambled on the green. The gamblers there showed him a trick that he had never seen. He lost his ruling jewelry, and like the lost his life, he lost the car that carried him there, and somebody stole his wife. He rambled all around, in and out of town, and did he rambled till the butchers cut him down. In a swell hotel, his appetite was stout. When he refused to pay the bill, the landlord kicked him out. Picked a brick to smack him with, and when he went to stop, the landlord kicked him over the fence right in a barrel of slop. He rambled all around, in and out of town, and then he rambled till the butchers cut him down. Thank you, friends. Thanks. One entitled Didn't He Ramble? I hope you enjoyed it. The title song off of our newest, Didn't He Ramble? The songs of Charlie Poole. Unlike Charlie Poole's contemporaries of that period, the Carter family was going up into the mountains of Virginia and mining old songs and bringing them back down to Bristol, Virginia, and recording them for Mr. Peer. Songs that had been sung in those mountains for hundreds of years. Unlike another peer, Jimmy Rogers, who was writing a lot of his own material, Charlie Poole was gathering songs and lyrics and material from popular music of the day, blues music, ragtime music, and bringing them over to fiddles and banjos and guitars with much success. This particular song we'll feature right now was written by the father of the blues, W.C. Handy. I hope you enjoy our version of it. one entitled Ramblin' Blues.
1, 2, 3.
I've seen the lights of old gay Broadway. Old Market Street down by the Frisco Bay. Saw the Prado, I gambled on the Porsche in Paris, France. And the 7 wonders of this world I have seen. There's many other different places I have been. Take my advice, folks, see Beale Street first. It's in Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, you knee-high brown, beautiful gal, baked in a maid's and your hand-me-down. Meat on his bed, I'd pickpocket skill, but the business never closes till somebody gets killed. Brown chitlin cafes, talk about your whiskey and your bygone days. Being honest man, I've got it to spend. You'll find gold enough alone to pay the New Jerusalem. If Mitchie could talk, married men would have to take their beds up and walk. All except 1 or 2 who never drank booze, and the blind man on the corner who sang the Memphis Blues. I'd rather be here than any place I know. I'd rather be here than any place I know. For it's gonna take a sergeant at least for to make me go. Now you see the river, baby, by and by. See the river, Mississippi. Tell you the reason why. For the river is wet and Beale Street done gone dry, bone dry. Thank you, friends. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed some music off of our newest album, Didn't He Ramble, the songs of Charlie Poole. Of course, that was the title song, He Rambled, and Ramblin' Blues. Okay, I've been bragging a whole lot about these two here, this couple, man and wife, Jeremy and Karina, on fiddle and guitar. And I asked them, since we had a little extra time to play this evening, wanted to feature them singularly and let them entertain you and give you an idea of what they can do together. They travel and play with their own group a whole lot of the time, and as a single, some of the most talented folks that you'll see. And they'll tell you more about their wares they have, but I want you to give them a great, great hand. Enjoy them. Jeremy and Karina Stevens. Great hand for them, if you would. Come on. Come on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, David. We really appreciate that. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with David Davis here tonight. And Karina and myself will do you a number we have recorded on our duet album, one that comes from the great Dave Evans by way of Don Reno and Red Smiling. We sort of have a slower bluesy version of this number about a highway that runs from way down in it's east. Gosh, it runs from so many states in the east, I don't even know, but it's a lot of places mentioned along the way in this one. It's called Highway 52.
My mama said, son, before you leave me, there's something I want you to do. Promise me that you won't go wrong as you travel down Highway 52. I'm sitting on the banks of the Ohio River as the sunrise kisses the dew, and the foxhounds run and the steamboats roll. I'm sitting on Highway 52. I love the hills of old West Virginia. Kentucky, she's painted so blue. My road map's out, shoes are made for walking down Highway 52. Way up from Ironton to New Boston town, way on up the road to Portsmouth too. I've made every stop and played every station while traveling down Highway 52. Tell me, my love, tell me, my darling, what are you going to do? If you don't love me or care about me, I'll be headed down Highway 52. When it comes time for me to go, I'll be hanging up my walking shoes for the last old run in that big black car as they haul me down Highway 52. As they haul me down Highway 52.
Thank y'all so much. Really appreciate that. We're going to do you a gospel number here that we love singing quite a bit. We got this from James and Martha Carson, and Karina and myself, we lead our bluegrass band, High Fidelity, and she plays fiddle, and I play banjo quite a bit with High Fidelity as well, and occasionally we'll do this number. We also have it recorded on our duet album over there that we have at David's record table. Hope you'll enjoy this upbeat gospel number. It's called I'll Shout and Shine.
Do you want to kick this off?
Let's see. We usually do this with mandolin and guitar.
That's right. When Tolan is in.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll try it.
When torn is ended and my burdens are laid down, what glory will then be mine? My robe will be spotless and I put on a bright crown. In heaven I'll shout and shine. Gonna shine, gonna shine in that city of love divine. Over there, free from care, with the saints I'll shout and shine. There'll be no more sorrow in that homeland of the soul. My spirit will never pine. I'll stand that number and make sweet melodies roll. In heaven I'll shout and shine. Gonna shine, gonna shine in that city of love divine. Over there, free from care, with the saints I'll shout and shine. never be lonesome in that glad city so fair, and all be joy divine, joy divine. Many of my loved ones and my neighbors will be there in heaven. I'll shout and shine. Gonna shine, gonna shine in that city of love divine. Over there, free from care, with the saints I'll shout and shine.
Thank you so much. We're going to do one more little number here for you. Jeremy also plays banjo. He plays a very unique style of banjo. So we'll do one more little instrumental here, kind of in the fiddle and banjo vein, and get back to the regular program here. You about ready?
G string there. Make sure I'm in G.
That good Wyoming air.
That's right.
We're not. We feel like we're in a dehydrator over here.
We got wet rags inside all our instruments, and they dry out every day.
Every day I look at them and they dry on out. We enjoy the climate though. This is an old traditional number, and actually my dad, when he was about 16 years old, he said he went out west with his dad, took a big road trip, and he said, I remember going into this big barn dance in the state of Washington, and they were playing this number. So I like to think about that when I go out west and play this. It's called the Buffalo Gal.
Well, I got to tell you, this fellow's done been introduced already. Me and him met, gosh, I don't know how many years ago, probably at the Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree in Smithville, Tennessee.
We was about 19 years old, I guess, so it must have been about 5 years ago.
Now, you're right. Sure enough, I got my years mixed up there, and my time and my age as well. I like that a lot better.
There you go.
This fella, anything he picks up, he just tears it all to pieces. Wonderful singer, great musician. You done seen him pick the guitar, you seen him pick the banjo, you're gonna get to see him throw the banjo here in just a minute. He's amazing. We've made a record together, we got it over there. Got lots of old songs on it. If you like duet singing, me and Karina's got ours, me and Robert's got one over there too. Be prepared to be amazed right now, folks. Mr. Robert Montgomery from Moulton, Alabama.
Thank you, Jimmy. Will you play bass with me? Oh, I'm gonna drop this microphone down because I got to sit down to do this. I tell you what, boy, y'all are.
Get over here. Get out the way.
Yeah, that's right. You and Karina's a tough act to follow. I think I better sing a love song, Jeremy. You people like love songs? Oh, I do too. You can tell by just what you've seen out of me already tonight. I'm a real sentimental type, you know. This here is a beautiful love song, but it's sad. I hope that none of you get, too tore up over this. It's called I Was Engaged to a Peg-Legged Woman, but I Broke It Off. So here it is. If I can remember the words. Well, you ought to see my Cindy. She's living way down south. She's so sweet, honey bees, that's warm around her mouth. Get long, oh, Cindy, get long, get long, Cindy, and I'm gonna leave you now. Cindy in the summertime, Cindy in the fall. Can't be Cindy all the time, be Cindy at all. Get long, Cindy, get long, get long, Cindy, and I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna execute the banjo now. Thank you very much. All right, David. I tell you what, say something while I grab my
All righty. Oh, okay, all right, sounds good. We're gonna get David back up here, and Marty, I reckon, and Robert, they're gonna sing you a good trio number, a dreadful old number that comes from Bill Monroe. And they tell me I'm playing bass. Am I playing bass?
Just hang on to that thing.
All righty.
He danced himself out a while ago while y'all was fiddling, and I don't think he's in no shape to play the bass right now.
What key is
He
this
couldn't
in?
play but one note for it. It's in F.
Okay, sounds good.
This is a song that Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys recorded, and we figured it up night before last. It's been 70 years ago, last month, I believe, that this song was originally recorded. Bill Monroe and Jimmy Martin sang a duet on the original record of this. If I can get my breath back, I got out of breath doing all that, David. But this really is a sad song, and I hope you don't mind this, but it's a classic bluegrass song right here, The Little Girl and the Dreadful Snake. Our darling wandered far away while she was out at play, lost in the woods. She couldn't help sound. She was our darling girl, the sweetest thing in all the world. We searched for her, but she couldn't be found. I heard the screams of our little girl far away. Her daddy has an awful, dreadful snake. I ran as fast as I could through the dark and weary woods, but I reached our darling girl too late.
for the snake was born in me close by. I held her close to my face. She said, Daddy, kill that snake. It's getting dark. Tell Mommy goodbye. I heard the screams of our little girl far away. Hurry, Daddy has an awful dreadful snake. I ran as fast as I could through the dark and weary wood, but I reached our darling girl too late. I must say, don't let your children stray away. They need your love to guide them along. Oh God, I pray we'll see our darling someday. It seems I still can hear her voice around her home. I heard the screams of our little girl far away. Her daddy has an awful dreadful snake. I ran as fast as I could through the dark and weary wood, but I reached our darling girl too late.
Thank you, friends. That's a sad song. All right, we're going to call out the whole gang here again now, and David's got. Did he? Did he? David's got a mandolin song, instrumental picked out that we probably get more requests for than anything we do instrumental-wise. It's a song that goes back to the early days of country music. A black gentleman that played the harmonica on the Grand Ole Opry when it first started. He's a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame nowadays. His name was D. Ford Bailey. He wrote this song as an imitation of sort of the old-time church house revivals, and the preacher in the congregation doing the call and response singing and that type of thing, and he played the harmonica, and it was a harmonica song. Well, he was a big star on the early days of the Grand Ole Opry, and when Bill Monroe first came to the Opry, he was one of the Opry's biggest stars. And Bill Monroe heard this song, and about 40 years later, took it and recorded it as a mandolin instrumental, and it's just a classic mandolin instrumental. David has recorded it many times down through the years himself, and does a wonderful job on one called The Evening Prayer Blues. Listen to David Davis. David Davis, ladies and gentlemen, Evening Prayer Blues.
Thank you, friends. Thanks. A pretty blues number, Evening Prayer Blues. Robert gave you some background on it. D. Ford Bailey was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1980, about 30 years later than it ought to been. He was a great one. Hope you enjoyed it. We do have that recorded. Friends, I want to bring on a special guest here this evening that's been traveling with us. We've been making some shows coming up this way. Jeremy and Karina came up a week or so early, and we've been working, Nick Poe has been working a lot of dates with us here lately, and he came up. We worked in northern Illinois and over around the Denver area last evening. So let me introduce this fella to you, and you give him a good hand. I've asked him to come up and sing a couple of songs with the band. Great hand, if you would, from up around Springfield, Illinois. Great hand for Nick Poe. Give him a good hand. Right there he is. That's Nick. Give him a
we go. You ready?
Darling, you tore to the toy heart. I think that you came right from the start. This toy heart was broken, party words were spoken. Darling, you tore to the toy heart.
You played with my poor heart like a toy. That toy broke and then we had to part. It never can be mended. I hope this romance ended. Darling, you tore to the toy heart.
Darling, you tore to the toy heart. I think I played the game right from the start. This toy heart was broken, party words were spoken. Darling, you tore to the toy heart.
Now, darling, my time will come someday. I'm alone, heal my broken heart. The clouds roll away, the sun will shine someday. Darling, you tore to the toy heart.
Darling, you tore to the toy heart. I think I played the game right from the start. This toy heart was broken, party words were spoken. Darling, you tore to the toy heart.
How about it, David?
Darling, you tore to the toy heart. I think I played the game right from the start. This toy heart was broken, party words were spoken. Darling, you tore to the toy heart. You're a soldier, so give me your hand. Nick Poe, take a bow, Nick. I believe they enjoyed you, son. Yeah. All right. You know, we were up in, Nick traveled with us for some dates about a month ago up into Alberta, Canada. And I've known him a lot of years, but never had an opportunity to have him up on stage with the band or travel with the band. We had a great time for a number of days up in Alberta, Canada at the Blueberry Festival in Stony Plain. Some of you might have been up that way before. But he made mention of an old song that I remember singing growing up and hadn't thought of it in a long, long time. And we sang it up there, and I asked him to come up and sing it with us here tonight. I hope you'll enjoy it, friends. It's a real evergreen for yours truly, one entitled, You're a Soldier, So Give Me Your Hand.
As an army we're marching toward heaven, so it's best that together we stand. We may not have the same rank or title, but we're soldiers, so give me your hand.
Oh, I care not what church you belong to, just as long as for God you may stand.
If your heart
Today is as my heart, you're a soldier, so give me your hand.
you may not come to our great cathedral, but belong to some small praying band. But if you love my Christ our Redeemer, you're a Christian, so give me your hand.
Oh, I care right there. Yeah. Nick, if you will, stay up here with us and sing with our quartet, would you? All right, thanks. All right, folks, we want to feature a good old quartet song. Brings in everybody, all the children. We're going to sing for you on that. Brings in Marty Hayes, Robert Montgomery, Nick Poe, yours truly. There's Jeremy and Karina. They're going to join right in there with us. An old one, it's a real old one, friends. One entitled Crying Holy Unto the Lord.
Solid rock
where Moses stood.
Lord, I ain't no stranger now. Lord, I ain't no stranger now. I've been introduced to the Father and the Son, and I ain't no stranger now. Crying
holy unto the Lord, holy unto the Lord, holy unto the Lord, holy unto the Lord.
Oh, if I could, I surely would stand on the rock.
and solid rock
Where Moses stood.
Sinner now, Lord, I ain't no sinner now. I've been to the river and I've been baptized, and I ain't no sinner now. Crying,
holy unto the Lord, holy unto the Lord, holy unto the Lord, to my Lord.
Oh, if I could, I surely would stand on the rock.
and solid rock
Where Moses stood.
Sinners run, hide your face. Sinners run and hide your face. Go run to the rocks and hide your face. The rocks cried out, no hiding place. Crying,
Holy unto the Lord,
to the
holy unto the Lord, holy unto the Lord, to my Lord.
oh, if I could, I surely would stand on the rock.
and solid rock
Where Moses stood.
Oh, if I could, I surely would stand on the rock.
and solid rock
Where Moses stood. It's just a nobody. Thank you, friends. Thanks. All right, here's one of our own songs, and Marty will sing it for you. Karina, if you would, one entitled It's Just an Old Body, Mother's Not There.
It's just an old
Body, no mother's not there.
her soul's gone to
Heaven to rest up there. No pain and no sorrow. Heaven's bright shore.
She'll have a new
Body, she'll suffer no more.
The old man looked over to the little boy. His hands were trembling, and with a shake in his voice, he said, "Son, don't you realize your mother is dead?" But as he walked away, the little boy said, "It's just an old
Body, no mother's not there.
her soul's gone to heaven."
Heaven suffer no more.
As we stood in the graveyard in silence that day, and we mourned for our loved one that God called away, the minister said, as comfort he gave, well, that's just an old body that sleeps in the grave. It's just an old
body. No, mother's not there.
Her soul's gone to
Heaven to rest up there. No pain and no sorrow. Heaven's bright shore.
She'll have a new
body. She'll suffer no more.
She'll have a new
body. She'll suffer no more. Marty Hayes, friends. Milwaukee Blues. Friends, back to our newest album. Before we finish up the set, we want to feature one more song off of it. Getting a little closer down here to home. One entitled The Milwaukee Blues, if you would, Karina. From a passenger train on the blind said old Bill Jones, a good old hobo trying to get home, trying to get home. He's trying to get home. He's a good old hobo trying to get home. Roads are getting muddy, Lord, the leaves are getting down. Gotta get your free train, leave this town. No hobos hanging around, hanging around. Just hanging around. No hobos hanging around. Run, take it. The brakeman said you'll have to pay. Got no money but upon my shoes. I wanna go west, got the Milwaukee Blues. Milwaukee Blues. Oh, the Milwaukee Blues. Gotta go west, got the Milwaukee Blues. The road so the boats can ride. When they ride the rods, but they trust in the hands of God. Hands of God. In the hands of God. But they trust in the hands of God. Oh, Bill Jones said before he died, there's two more trains I'd like to ride. Fireman said, what would it be? Southern Pacific and the Santa Fe. Santa Fe. Oh, the Santa Fe. Southern Pacific and the Santa Fe. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll take a ride now. Well, thank you, friends. Thanks. All right. Now, we have answered a couple of requests here before we finish up here this evening. Someone had asked about this old Bill Monroe song from the, late 40s. It's a real evergreen, a classic. Thank you for asking for it. We'll try it for you. Robert, you up for singing that?
I think so.
One entitled, I'm a-Goin' Back to Old Kentucky. I'm going back to old Kentucky, where the skies are always blue.
Now when I left old Kentucky, then the cat she cried. I told her that I would not linger. I'll be back by and by.
I'm going back to old Kentucky, and see what I do. I'm going back to old Kentucky, where the skies are always blue.
Those pretty brown eyes I love so well. I'm going back to old Kentucky. Nevermore say farewell.
I'm going back to old Kentucky. Let's see what I do. I'm going back to old Kentucky, where the skies are always blue.
I long for you both night and day. When the roses bloom in old Kentucky, I'll be coming back to stay.
I'm going back to old Kentucky. Let's see what I do. I'm going back to old Kentucky, where the skies are always blue. Okay. All right. Thank you, friends. Thanks. All right. I think we have time for just a closing number here before we finish up. And well, I tell you what, we want to do this one, and we want to engage you to sing with us on a good medley to close out the evening, I guess. I think is that the way we're doing it, Rachel? Okay. All right. Here's one that we recorded a few years ago. It's one of my favorite songs. It was written by a Kentucky writer. Can't even remember his name, Jim Kelly. One entitled Never Looking Back. And don't want to wear out a welcome. I didn't realize it was after 10 p.m. Will you allow us just a couple more songs? Okay. One entitled Never Looking Back. guess I've done my share. Highways come easy, love, roads that lead nowhere. Life is like a railroad, I guess I was tempted by the track. Never knowing where I'm going, never looking back. Montgomery didn't treat me very well. What I thought was a sweet breath of heaven turned into living hell. Life is like a railroad, I guess I was tempted by the track. Never knowing where I'm going, never looking back. From a $1 million mansion, always in my dream, to a cardboard covered shelter way down in New Orleans. Life is like a railroad, I guess I was tempted by the track. Never knowing where I'm going, never looking back, never looking back. Jeremy Stevens on guitar this evening, friends. Marty Hayes on the big bass fiddle. Karina Stevens right there on the little cornstalk fiddle. Robert Montgomery on the 5-string. Yours truly, David Davis, friends. It's been a joy being with you. We hope if it's a good Lord's will, He'll give us all the health to see each other somewhere down the line. Speaking for Greg Cahill, Special C, all the fellas, all the musicians that's come across the stage here today, this evening. Thank you so much for coming. Mark it on your calendar each and every year. You've been a joy to us. We won't forget you anytime soon. Take care and good night. Thank you.